our viewer. Right now, you are tuned to Mayashim TV. And of course, I'm so happy to have you with me on this very day. Let me let you know this, that we are reaching you live from just the capital city of Plateau State, Nigeria, North Central Nigeria to be precise. And this is the home of peace and tourism. You are going to enjoy every piece that we are bringing your way even right now. Mayashim TV, we settle at nothing less than a fantastic content for our viewer. And so enjoy it.
This is not the kind of development we want. The matter of minimum wage has been on for many years. And for the current administration of His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, as soon as he came into office, he promised Nigerians that workers will have a living wage, not even a minimum wage, but a living wage. But somehow along the line, it looks as if it was taking too long to come to pass. Well, this year, Labour was happy that the federal government inaugurated a tripartite committee that will involve the public, private sector, and Labour, and there will be negotiations for a minimum wage that will be acceptable to all the parties involved. Since March, when this committee was inaugurated, they have been dilly-dallying around this matter of minimum wage. All of us are witnesses that we had thought by 1st May, a new minimum wage will have been implemented. But 1st May came and passed. Labour even gave the government an ultimatum of 31st May that Labour will proceed on industrial action if there is no minimum wage approved, and implementation process started. Now, look at what has happened in the last few days. In fact, the federal government negotiation has been like a market woman that go to the market and they want to buy maybe tomatoes or some meat, and they keep pricing it and say, okay, I'll add 500, I'll add 200, I'll add 100. That's what the federal government, from 48,000, 54,000, 57,000, 60,000. Let's look at it. 60,000 as minimum wage. Is that a living wage to give people?
Of all the strike I've witnessed so far, I think this seems to be one of the most effective one, because everybody was beaten hands down, including even the individuals, of which I'm also one of them. So if the strike is now being suspended for 1 week, I think it's an opportunity for the government and the Labour to be able to reach a compromise. And my own advice is I will want the Labour to focus more attention on not only on the wage increments, but rather on how to stabilize prices of commodity so that the masses can enjoy the dividend of democracy.
Tsakani da Allah, abin da ake biyan ma'aikata bai fi ɗan ƙanƙani a cikin abin da ake samu a Najeriya ba. Domin abin da ya sa na faɗa haka, malamai da ma'aikata su ne ƙasar nan. Su kansu da suke aikin suka zama 'yan politician sun yi wannan aiki na gwamnati kafin suka zama abin da suka zama yanzu. To tsakani da Allah, in a san mu ne ya kamata ma'aikaci a ba shi babban kuɗi da zai amfana. Domin yanzu idan ka duba ɗan abin da ake basu da bai taka karya ba ma jin daɗi gaskiya. In son samu ne abin da ya kamata a ba ma'aikatan gwamnati da ma'aikatan malamai, wallahi dan abin da suka nema dan 400 bai yawa ba.
If really what they are demanding will find the actual solution of the problem that the masses are facing, that's the agitation of the labor towards the masses, that will go a long way.
Well, we all know that the people suffering this strike now is the average Nigerians. If it's going to improve the minimum wage, then we just have to be patient and bear with the circumstances and hope that they will increase it for our benefit, because the strike is for our benefit, even if we are suffering.
A lot of people are dying, crying about hungry, food are cost in the market. So it's all these things that the federal government is supposed to look at.
You see, every country has its own labor organization. In the UK, the Labour Party is one of the most influential parties in the UK, you know. But in Nigeria here, the Labour has not really done well for us over time, you know. And we are, as a person, I still they look them somehow. Because Nigeria is polarized. You understand? There is no unity of purpose amongst Nigerians. And the Labour ESCO is made up of people from different tribes in Nigeria.
Minimum wage. If we want to give Nigerians a true minimum wage, we should be talking about, at the barest minimum, I recommend that it should not go lower than $300. And my recommendation is that Labour should negotiate that the minimum wage should always be the equivalent of at least $300. I'm not saying that the government is going to pay Nigerian workers in US dollars, no. But at any point in time, they should be paying the equivalent of $300 as minimum wage. And then we will not need to be even bothering ourselves reviewing as the dynamics of the market takes place, the naira increases or depreciates and whatever, still maintain the equivalent of $300. Will have solved a lot of problems.
It's good if they will come out and fight for the common masses sincerely. It will be very nice. On the other hand, what they're asking for, personally, I think is outrageous. Yes, 494,000 naira is outrageous. Do you expect a gate man who has not gone to school to earn? This, in society, there is class difference. You understand? There is class difference in society. If you want to belong to a certain class, you have to develop yourself to belong to that certain class.
Now, I want our political leaders to sincerely introspect, think deeply about the current situation in the country. And I want our political leaders to, be sincere to yourselves. How many of you senators, how many of you members of the House of Representatives, how many of you ministers, other political office holders, from the president down to the local government councillors, how many of you can live on 60,000 naira as salary in a month?
I hear a lot of people say that the elected officials are taking home plenty money. Almost everywhere in the whole world, the elected officials are paid very well. It's a job that comes with a lot of perks. I mean, if you want to earn that, you develop yourself and you position yourself, join a political party, be elected, and then you can earn that. But don't use that as an excuse for why Labour should insist on making minimum wage, such outrageous remuneration per month. No. I think 100K minimum wage is okay, sincerely speaking. Anybody can crucify me, but I'm a business student, and I've looked at this thing. If we increase this thing outrageously, it's going to lead to inflation. Because finally, it will be the end users that will pay. That's just the simple truth.
So I will appeal to the government as a matter of conscience, as a matter of integrity, as a matter of character, and because Nigerians deserve it, to consider increasing the minimum wage. But that is not all. Increasing the minimum wage only helps about 1.2 million workers, federal workers across Nigeria. What about the private sector? What about the states, the local governments and all that? Because some states are yet to implement even 30,000. What about local governments? Many of them are still earning 18,000 as minimum wage. The federal government should look at this holistically. That no Nigerian at any point, at any level, whether working at local government, state or federal or private, No Nigerian should be earning less than a living wage.
Hope you enjoy everything we brought your way, even today. The next time we will be here, trust me, Mayashin TV will bring your way nothing less than a wow. And I'm sure, again, you are going to enjoy it. Thank you so much. And it's lovely having you with us on this very dial.